Yep. Sing a couple songs. Your presence, there is peace. In your presence, we are free. There's no better place to be. There's no better place to be. In your presence, there is truth. In your presence, mountains move. We forever run to you. We forever. Your presence, there is Lord, we thank you for your firm foundation. We thank you for all that you were able to do in our lives this past weekend at NYC. We thank you for what you're going to keep doing in our lives tonight. In Jesus' name we all pray. Amen. Let's take your seats, give a high five, fist bump, say hello to your neighbor.
Welcome to youth, everyone. Hope you guys have had a great week. And if you maybe haven't had a great week, I hope your night is even better when you leave tonight. How many of you enjoyed MEA? Got a little bit of break from school? Yeah? Love it. Any of you guys do something just crazy this weekend? You did homework. Wow, that's really crazy. Sam? Sam says he went to NYC and that's pretty crazy. Sam, I would have to agree. Well, I'm happy you guys are here. Hopefully you had a great weekend. We're excited to get into the Word tonight, just reviewing what we've learned. And we're also excited because tonight we're going to do a little competition. How many of you think you guys have the best small group? Like you genuinely think you have the best, okay? Okay? Yeah? Some of you are like, I don't think so. That's okay. Tonight is a really great night because not only do you get to have small groups later, but you get to compete with your small group against other small groups. So before we get into that in just a moment, our leaders are kind of prepping and stuff. I want to make sure you guys know that next week, everyone paying attention? Next week, this is just low-key in-house. Next week, if you have a flannel, I want you to wear it here on Wednesday. If you have a flannel, anyone not know what a flannel is? Do you not know what a flannel is? So it's a shirt that's like long sleeves and normally a button up and it's, okay, yeah, you know what? Okay. If you have a flannel, wear it next Wednesday. If you have a flannel, wear it next Wednesday. If you don't have a flannel, well, hopefully you've been a good kid and your parents will buy you one. I don't know what else to say. Right? Nick, do you have pretty great parents? You think they'd buy you flannel? Yeah, okay. Do you have a flannel already? Yeah, okay. Wear your flannel, and we're going to have fun next Wednesday with that. That's my only announcements for you. We're going to get right into the game. So here's what's going to happen. You need to get with your small group leader somewhere in this room. So find your small group leader. Girls, if you're my small group, I'm up here, but you're not going to be at a disadvantage because the leaders are just with their groups. They're not helping them. So if you're in my small group, go over there. If you're in Cynthia's small group, go over there. Leaders, why don't you go ahead and spread out if you're not spread out a little bit at least. Gonna kind of want to get in a circle if you can. You don't have to. Maybe Pete, your group's pretty big. Maybe head over there a little bit. So my girls are over there. So again, you're just getting into your small groups. Bree, you're going to take your girls. Make sure you're with Bree, guys. Oh, P.S. If you have a journal that you've been taking notes, go ahead and grab that right now. You're going to need it. If you have a journal that you've been taking notes, grab your journal right away. Eli, let's not hit people with our journals, please. Thank you. Okay, you guys over there. Bobby's group, Bree's group, Chase's group. There's 5 groups. Okay. Hopefully, you either everyone listen up, Pete's group, listen up, Eli. Either hopefully you have a great memory, or B, you took notes, or C, God's favors upon you. I don't know, you need all 3 of those really for this game. So we're going to be playing Jeopardy, and you're going to be competing against other small groups. You want to get the most amount of points by the end of the night. And all of these questions, ladies over here, ladies. All of these questions are related to one of the weeks of the messages that we've been learning about. And then there's one category that says leaders. And if you were here the night that we played the game, how well do you know your small group leader? They're questions based off of that. Okay? So if you choose the leaders category, it's a question about a small group leader. Okay? Okay, because of the format of this game, we're not doing stealing. If you get it wrong, it's going to go to the group on your right. So girls, if you get it wrong, it's going to go to Chase's group. Chase, going to go to Bree, Bobby, Pete, all the way around. Okay? Guys, got it? Now, your leader is going to have the whiteboard, and they're going to write down what you tell them. So leaders, grab the whiteboards. Unless you feel like a student can do it, that's fine too. Just you need someone who's going to be doing the whiteboard. Going to be writing the whiteboard. Okay. Leaders, you may not give them answers. You're just there to make sure they're behaving in like that they're going to win. You're encouraging them and supporting them. Who thinks they're going to win? Okay, I love it. I love it. So we're going to have patience with this game because we've never played it before. We're going to begin game. It's going to start all the way over here. So we're going to go all the way over here. So girls, this one's for you. Let's see if we can get this to work. Girls, you're going to pick a category of week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, or the category of leaders. They're valued at 1 to 500. Which one do you want? Be quick on it. Week 1, 400. Guys, do not blur out the answers or you're just going to give them free points. Week 1, 400. One more down. Amazing. Perfect. Jesus instructs his people to be blank and blank out for people who are deceptive. It's a pretty hard one. Jesus instructs his people to be blank and blank out for people who are deceptive. You have 19 seconds left. Talk about it. If you get it wrong, Chase, make sure you guys are thinking about which category you want and how many points. Four seconds. Okay. So they said to be cautious and look out. What is the actual answer? It's on the far right. It's up in the corner. Sorry, it's really tiny. His people to be alert and watch out. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Chase, it goes to your group. What would you guys like? The answer's already up there. You guys get to pick a new question. Which one do you guys want now? So this is for our Chase's group, Lemonhead. You guys want week 4? Okay. So you might push continue on, yeah. And then Chase's look like it's high up there, so I'm assuming it's him. Week 4, how many? 500. Okay, week 4, 500. What was the main point from last week? What was the main point from last week? If you know it, you can, in your group, you can say right away. That's your main point? Is that your final answer? They realized they weren't here last week. That's awkward. Matthew was here. Matthew, it's all on you right now. You got 11 seconds. Okay, and time is up. Do you guys have an answer? You don't have an answer? What was the answer? Don't be fooled. Your foundation is important. Okay, it's okay. Bree, it's your turn. We've got no one getting points yet. Bree, what category and how many points do you guys want? $500 week 3. You guys are going for the big ones. Okay, 500 week 3. What was the main point from week 3? What was the main point for week 3? You got 28 seconds. Can't steal. Can't steal. If they get it wrong, it's your turn, though, so be thinking of what category you want. What was the main point? Leaders, you can't write it down. Your people have to know it and write it down or tell you. Chase, are they lying? Okay, you found it? Okay. 6 seconds, hurry up. Sorry, you gotta play fair here. 0, what's your answer? Put it up. Put it up. Flip it around. My foundation is firm. I'm sorry. What is the answer? Wasn't even right. Okay. Boys, you're really confident. I hope you guys get one right so you can keep going. It is your turn. What category and how many points? This is Bobby's group. Which category and how many points? Leaders 500 for Bobby's team. What's Bree's favorite NFL team? What's Bree's favorite NFL team? Let's see your answer. Is the Bears your final answer? The Bears. Okay, let's see what the answer is. The correct answer is the Bears. Finally, someone who knows something. Guys, what's your next question? Same category, different category? Leaders, be keeping track of how many points you got. So Bobby, keep track of 500. Leaders? Week 4, 400. Bobby, keep track of your points. Week 4, 400. There is nothing more blank than your blank with blank. Think of it if you know it. There is nothing more blank than your blank with blank. These are hard. I don't mess around, guys. There is nothing more blank, think about it, than your blank with blank. 5 seconds. 2, 1, flip it over. Say it out loud again. Let's see the answer. There is nothing more important than your relationship with Jesus. That's correct. Make sure you guys write really fast. Okay, you guys got that? Pick another one. Make sure you're keeping score of your points. Bobby, which one? Leaders 400. Leaders 400. How many years has Chase been married? When you have your final answer, you can just shout it out. They're saying 7. Let's see the correct answer. 7 years. You guys are on a roll here. Okay, which one do you guys want next? Make sure you're keeping... Leaders 300. Does Pastor Cynthia prefer the 9 or 11 a.m. service? 11 a.m. What is the answer? The correct answer is the 11. You guys, this is like pure luck right now, let's be honest. Okay, do you guys want leaders again? Leaders 200. How old is Bobby? Bobby, don't give him the answer. They're saying 21. Let's see the answer. That's correct. That's correct. Okay, do you guys want leaders 100? You guys are on a roll down here. Do you guys want leaders 100 or different leaders 100. What's Pete's favorite color? Are you guys going with blue? Okay, let's see the answer. The correct answer is blue. That's amazing. Okay, next category. Which category and how many points? Which one? Week 4, 300. What chapter in the Bible did we read from last week? What chapter in the Bible did we read from last week? You got 25 seconds. Boys, you better start picking which one you want, because I have a feeling. Okay. 15 seconds. Shout it out once you guys have an answer. Do you guys know it or no? No stealing. Go to the answer. It was Psalm 1. That was a good roll you had. Okay, this is for Pete's group. Which question and category would you like? Week 2, 500, please. Week 2, 500. What's the main point from week 2? My foundation is firm because my God is faithful. Go ahead and go to the answer, please. That is correct. You guys have that. Okay, next question. Guys, which one do you want? Week 1, 500. Week 1, 500. What's the main point from week 1? Is that your final answer? My foundation is firm. Okay, let's see the answer. Building a firm foundation comes with an instruction manual. You guys had one right. Make sure you're keeping score. Bobby, you got your scores right. Okay, girls, we're back to you. Which one would you like? Week 2, 400, please. Week 2, 400. What chapter did we read from in Genesis on week 2? Week 2. Which chapters? It says which chapters did we read from in Genesis on week 2? Write down your answer. You guys are that's Genesis 22. It does say what chapters. Is that your final answer? Genesis 22? You're saying 22, 1 through, okay, that's still one chapter. Okay, let's see the answer, please. 15, 17, and 21. I'm so sorry, that's incorrect. Chase, your guys' group. Week 3, 400, please. Week 3, 400. You blank trust someone you blank know. You can't trust someone you don't know. What is the answer? That is correct. Start keeping score, boys. Which next one would you like? The same category? Week 3, 300, please. What chapter in Genesis did we read from on week 3? What chapter in Genesis did we read from on week 3? Breeze group, be thinking of which question you guys are going to want. They're saying Genesis 26. What is the answer? The answer is 22. You should have used theirs. That's so close. Nice try, nice try. Breeze group, which category and question would you like? Week 1, 300, please. My foundation is blank. I'm not going anywhere. You can shout it out if you know it in that group. And you just have to fill in the blank. Do you guys have it? Okay, they said firm. What is the answer? The correct answer is my foundation is firm. Correct. Keep score. Let's go to the next question for these ladies. Which one do you guys like? Week 2, 300, please. What does it mean when we say God is faithful? What does it mean when we say God is faithful? You guys got 20 seconds. You can also shout it out if you know it, Simone. Anyone in Bree's group know it? Okay, time's up. Do you have an answer? What's the answer? The correct answer is he will not fail. I'm so sorry. Bobby, we're back to you guys. Which one would you guys like? Which one? Week 3, 200, please. What animal did God provide for Abraham to sacrifice in place of his son? Decide which one you're going for. You're going for ram? That's what you wrote down? Okay. The answer is a ram. Nice job. Which one would you guys like? It's pretty obvious who's going to win at this point, but which one would you guys like? Week 3, 100. Smart to say week 4. What was Abraham and Sarah's son's name? Isaac. Okay, that's correct. We already know that one. Next question, please. Week 4, 200. Are you sure? Week 4, 200. Finish the sentence from last week. Boys, finish the sentence from last week. Don't blank. Don't compromise. What is the correct answer? Don't compromise. At least you had a few who are here. That's awesome. Okay. Next question. Week 4, 100. True or false? Satan does not want to distract us. False? Is that your final answer? Okay. Amazing. At least you guys know that. Correct. Which one do you guys want? Week 2, 200. Boys, I'd get ready. This might be your one. What did God promise Abraham and Sarah? I feel like this is a trick question because there is multiple answers. A son? Is that your final answer? Okay, what is the correct answer? A child, yes. Like I said, there's multiple answers, so I'm gonna give it to them. I'm the ref here. I'm the ref. I'm gonna give it to them. Do you guys do you want week 2, 100? Week 2, 100, please. What was the name of the man that we read about in Genesis who had a firm foundation? Abraham. Okay, what's the correct answer? Abraham. Wow. This is ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna go for 200 first. Week 1, 200. What's the name of the song for this series? So he's saying for foundation he won't. If you don't get the artist, I'm not going to give it to you because I specifically said the artist. What's the artist name? Do you guys know? Okay. Yes. If you get one of them, I only put one up there, but there are 2 artists if you look up the song. What, Aiden, which one was the one you said? Okay, let's see the answer. Firm Foundation by Conan Carnes. Maverick City also wrote it, so I give it. Yes, I will give it to you. Last one. What's the phrase for this series? I have a feeling you're gonna get it wrong. What's the phrase for this series? Again, this is from week 1. This is from week 1. God is good. Let's see. I'm not going anywhere. I should have said if you get this wrong, you lose all your points. Then you actually would have maybe tried that one. But well done. Do you know how many points you got just for funsies? 3,000. Give it up for this group. That's pretty impressive, not going to lie. You guys can go ahead and find your spots. You wish. You wish. Go ahead and find your spots. Bring your journals with you, your pens. Chase is going to collect the whiteboard, so hope you can give him the whiteboard and the expo marker. Go ahead and find your spots quickly, so we can continue tonight. You can leave the tissue box alone, boys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so as you find your spots, you can go ahead and begin to calm yourself. I know you guys have so much amazing energy tonight. I love it. So great. Thank you for collecting the whiteboards, guys. Appreciate that. So tonight's the last night of this series. We've been talking about it for 4 weeks. And I hope you guys enjoyed Jeopardy. Way to go, Bobby's group. That was very impressive. I'm just going to go through the 4 main points that we've talked about each week, and then we're going to break up into small groups. So we already talked about this, but when we started this series, we decided, or I kind of explained to you guys, that we did this series because you need to know and trust the foundation that you built your life upon. Because if you don't know who God is, if you don't have a relationship with him, if you don't trust him, then it's so easy for it to start to crumble down because it's not based on something that will stand firm. And so the first week we talked about that my foundation is firm. I'm not going anywhere because I know and trust the builder. And I just want you guys to be encouraged that as you took notes and as you remember some of the things from the series, is that this series, at the end of 4 weeks, there's going to be maybe one thing that really stood out to you, or you feel like God really spoke to you throughout all of the weeks. And if there's just one thing, I think that's so incredible. And tonight in your small group, you're just going to talk about, hey, what was that one thing that really stood out to you and why? Because a series like this or doing messages, speaking them every week, it's pointless if you guys don't remember anything or don't take even just one little thing that means something to you. So that's why I think it's so great to just review. We also learned that building a firm foundation, it comes with an instruction manual. Does anyone know what that is? The Bible. And the Bible is like a gift to us. We get to engage in it. We get to read it. We get to discover more and understand the stories, just like Abraham and just like Sarah and the promise that they had been waiting on, and Isaac being born. And we learned about the wise and the foolish builders and how Jesus, he instructs people on how to live. And so Scripture gives us everything that is so important for us to know. And as you have a relationship with Jesus and as you continue to journey with him, he will reveal new things to you. And you begin to trust him more and know him more. But scripture is just an amazing tool that we get to have, a gift from God for us to know how to live this life that he's given us. We also talked about in week 3 that my foundation is firm, or week 2, because my God is faithful. That God being faithful means that he's not going to fail. And a lot of times, and I want to tell you guys this, even for me, I just look at my circumstances and what's going on around me, and it's easy for me to base God's faithfulness on what is going on instead of just saying, hey, God, I know you're faithful. Even if what I'm going through right now, it doesn't seem like you could possibly be faithful and not fail me. So just don't let yourself get caught up in your head and in what's going on around you. And I know that it's so hard, and that's why your leaders are here. They want to encourage you, and they can listen. And we know that life is going to be, there's so many ups and downs, but God will always be faithful, and his faithfulness is always true. It's always there, no matter what you're going through. We also learned that we read in Genesis 22, which you girls were so close to getting that question. You were so close. But we learned that we can trust the builder that we know. You can trust God because you have a relationship with him. Abraham trusted God, and guess what? Abraham didn't even know God as much as you and I have the ability and access to know him now. And it's so crazy because if you read about the difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament, and all that to say, just in like summarizing it, is that we get to have a personal relationship with him. We get to talk with him and communicate with him every day of our life. And Abraham necessarily didn't get that the same way that we do. And yet he still trusted God because he knew God. And how much more of a gift is it for us that we get to know God on a personal level, like a friend. He's the best friend that we will ever have, and he will truly take care of us because he loves us. But we know those things because we develop a relationship with him, and we get to trust him through all of that. And then, does anyone remember from last week just the main point? And this is like the most important one I really want you to grasp onto. Does anyone remember what it is? Don't be fooled. Your foundation is important. Now, we can talk about trusting God. We can talk about him being faithful. But at the core of all of it, if you don't believe that your relationship with him is important, it's going to be so easy to be distracted by all of the different maybe friendships or relationships or unforgiveness or bitterness or jealousy or all of these things. So if you don't think it's important, nobody else can make it important for you. If your relationship with God, it is the most important relationship you'll ever have. But if you don't prioritize it and make it something that's important to you, nobody else can do that for you. And so last week, I know some of you guys weren't here, but we talked about relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's like romantic relationships, and how all of these things are great and we love them and they're amazing. But if they become more important than our relationship with God, then something has been compromised. That it's not the way that God had designed it or created it to be. So tonight, before we go into small groups, we're going to close in a song. So Matthew's going to make his way up here. And I just hope that this series encouraged you And please use your time in small groups to talk about the one thing that really stood out to you over 4 weeks. There's so much content and stuff that we went through. And so I just want you to be encouraged by this. I want you guys to stand up. I'm going to pray for you. And then if you guys want to come up to the front while we worship for this last song, that would be amazing. So go ahead and make your way up front if you'd like. Pete's going to move this out of the way. Thank you very much. You guys can leave your journals on your seats and take them back with you for small group. And don't forget, unless I forget to tell you this before, wear your flannel next week. It's going to be the best, okay? You're going to have to find out. You're just going to have to wear it. Okay? If everyone would just bow their heads and close their eyes really quick, I'm just going to pray over you for this week and in the weeks to come. God, thank you for these students. They are so incredible. And I pray that you would continue to journey with them. Let them be reminded that their relationship with you is the most important and that they have so much that they can learn and know from you. I pray that you be with them tonight. Help us just focus in on what we've learned this last few weeks. And I just pray that you would bless this last time of worship that we have together. In your name I pray. Amen.
Like skating, so there the peace begins. Sure as the dawn calls sun, Jesus, we hear your love call out the light in us. Life like you meant it, I can't contain it. Open the here and now. Horizon
can go to your small groups now.